Hey, what's going on, Virgos? Butch here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. We're going to use the Spellcaster's Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. What do we have for Virgo? What is going on for Virgos? All right, Virgos. So the first thing I see, Virgos, is I feel like this is someone that you have a history with. You know, this is someone that you've given a lot to. You know, I feel like you went above and beyond for this person. You know, you see something in this person that frankly, I don't feel like they even seen. You know, there's a lot of nurturing energy here coming from you with this person, but I feel like there was this person. Even though you gave to this person, even though you put in for this person, even though you went out on a limb for this person, the burdens that this person holds, you know, they're possibly some addiction. You know, there's definitely some deep burdens that has this person, you know, feeling guarded in that self-imposed prison with that 8 of Swords. We got that Devil card. There's a lot of burdens. You know, this person, they're the worst. They're their own worst enemy. And like I said, I do feel like there is some addictions here with this person. Now, it can be your run-of-the-mill addiction, you know, drugs, alcohol, but it could also be addicted to, you know, self-sabotaging. You know, there's a lot of hot and cold with this person. I feel like, you know, that's what comes with that type of energy. You know, 1 minute everything's good, everything's going the way you want it to, and the next minute they disappear. They go cold on you. You know, there's so many different forms of addiction. You know, they can be addicted to screwing things up. And it's no joke. There's so many people out there that just screw things up for themselves because it's almost like they're uncomfortable in good situations because they've never had them. Now, like I said, I feel like this person went cold on you, and I feel like this person was afraid to step up. You know, they're afraid to face the uncertainty. You know, their biggest fear went from, you know, being left alone to you leaving them alone. And that's completely different when you really look at it. You know, it's harder for someone to get left by someone that they love rather than someone they don't really care about. And this person has a lot of love for you. You know, they only think about you. And that's, you know, that self-sabotaging energy only became more increased because of this. Like I said, you gave to this person. Now, you know, I do feel like there is some distance here. But I do feel like this person is spending a lot of time in their head. You know, with that Virgo energy, that Hermit. I feel like this person is going through a lot of changes, and I feel like it's something that I feel like inadvertently you caused a lot of these changes. This person is filled with regret, you know, and I feel like that regret is overpowering their fear of failure. And I feel like it's causing a lot of big change in this person. I feel like they're starting to see things in a different perspective and realize that they're the ones that are screwing up their life. It's not the people that they've been blaming. Sometimes when our life's screwed up, we want to blame other people. And I feel like that's where they were. I feel like in a weak place, we do that. But like I said, I feel like this person is filled with regret. It's causing a lot of big changes. I feel like they were feeling defeated, but I feel like there is a different energy in this person right now. I feel like this person is finally turning that leaf and finally being that person that you've seen them to be. Now with this person, they want to be with you. That's clear. And I do see this person finally stepping up and finally showing up for you. Finally taking that leap of faith and facing their dark side, facing their fears with that moon card. And we have the Fool. This person is going to step up, and they're stepping up in a big way. And I feel like the more they've been pumping themselves up lately, I feel like it's giving them more and more confidence. They're starting to feel, I feel like things are starting to get better for this person. And like I said, they contribute that to you. You've done things for this person that they'd never seen before because they were too busy in their own depression, their own, being hard on themselves. But I feel like once they start speaking their own truth, I do see this person feeling a lot more confident in themselves. We got that Queen of Swords. I feel like this person's finally ready to be brutally honest with them, with themselves and with you. And it's given this person, more confidence. I do see a lot of change in this person. I do see this person finally nurturing the connection that has been before them, and I do see them showing up for you. And like I said, in a big way. We got the Star card, nurturing energy, nurturing the connection. And we got that Eight of Pentacles, putting in the work. And it's not going to feel one-sided for you anymore, and you can finally get where you want it to go. This person, they love you unconditionally. And they never, I don't feel like they ever thought about walking away from this, but I feel like there was some self-sabotaging. Like I said, we got the burden, the Devil card. They only felt nurturing energy from you, but it's almost like when you're with someone and they just seem better than you. And then the fear sets in that you'll never be what they think you're going to be. So instead of failing them, you push them away. And that's where it comes the self-sabotaging. But I feel like you were always on the same page. You always wanted the same things. They wanted to be with you. I feel like this person had to work on themselves. And I feel like we can only do so much. No matter how much you love someone, you can only do so much for them. They have to show up for themselves and for you. You can't be putting all your time into taking care of someone else all the time. You need someone that's going to show up for you and is going to take care of you. And like I said, this person has been building a lot of confidence. I do feel a lot of changes going on in this person. And like I said, I feel like they do feel a lot of regret. But I feel like sometimes we got to hit our lowest point. And I know this is very cliche and people say this all the time. But sometimes we have to hit rock bottom before we can start working our way up. Because now we're at a point where we got nothing else to lose. So we can put it all on the line. I do see a lot of happiness coming from this. I feel like this person, they needed you. And they still need you. But you played a big role in their life. And I feel like they needed that separation. They needed that time apart to really put things into focus. And that Seven of Pentacles, being on the same page. It would never have gotten to where it's going to be going now if it went forward before. And it probably hurt like hell. I do feel a lot of pain going on, not just on their side. We're not just talking about them. I feel like you invested a lot in this person because you've seen something. But until they seen it, they couldn't live it. Like I said, we can love someone to the moon, and that isn't going to change someone. They have to change themselves. They have to want it, and this person wants it. They want you. They weren't in a place where they could give you what you wanted before, or at least they didn't think they were. They were very guarded, very distant, in and out energy, and that goes a lot into depression. And like I said about anxiety, and the thing is with addiction is there's so many facets of addiction. People always think, like I said, drugs and alcohol, gambling. They think of that kind of addiction, but there's addictions. There's so many more addictions that people don't realize. Some people are addicted to messing up their life. They don't want to do it, but no matter how much they try, it keeps going back to that. Addiction to depression. Now, I know it sounds silly that someone would be addicted to depression, but it's almost like it's a known area for them, so it's very easy to slip back into it. Just like drinking, people drink. Alcoholics, people that have alcohol addictions, they drink to forget their problems. Just like in depression, people go back in depression and make their life seem so bad to themselves so they don't have to put themselves out there. Now with this person, like I said, I do feel like they are going to show up for you. I do feel like there is confidence coming from this person. I do feel like this person's finally ready to face their own fears, their own demons. They know what they want. They always did. I just feel like they didn't think they had enough. But you can take a lot of credit for this. Sometimes we meet the right people at the wrong time. I've said this before. But they met you at the right time. They needed you in their life at that time. And they need you in their life going forward. With this person, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we have some Leo energy as well. It's hard. It is very hard when you get addicted to something like that, when you get addicted to like self-sabotaging energy. When you get, and another addiction that I remember I spent some time looking into, we get addicted to, that toxic masculinity. Or we get addicted to failure. And it sounds so silly, but addiction is an addiction. Now, there's different forms of addiction, and that's what I mean by that. Like I said, with that devil card, it's burdens that we put on ourselves. In this read, they're putting that shit on themselves. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.